Hi Sagittarius, thank you for joining me, to those my first time viewers and also to my returning viewers and subscribers. I just want to say thank you for all your support, and if you would like a more personal, a customized reading, please feel free to contact me on the email listed below this video. The World, okay. Oh, I'll put these two. King of Swords, Eight of Cups, Two of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles. Okay. So Sagittarius, where exactly are you going? Because you're definitely planning a trip. You've got 3 travel cards in here, and they seem to be popping up. They seem to be following you. So the World card indicates traveling. The world. You've got a world of opportunity. A lot of things happening for you. And I'm picking up, maybe you've been working on a visa, or you've been thinking about relocating to a different country, and you've been clearly thinking about it for quite some time. Maybe this is the month you finally put your head down and start saving and do the hard work, do the hard yards, because you know you're lacking. Something's missing in your life, and you're not going to find it wherever you are. If you're feeling this push and pull and this suction, this energy, this motivation to do it, don't look back, Sagittarius. This is the universe telling you that this is the time. You've got the world in your hands. So this, maybe you're planning a trip, maybe you're hearing of someone going on a trip, maybe you've already booked a flight, or you're flying out this month, but there's definitely some sort of connection with the World card and traveling. This could also indicate that maybe you work in production, your name is being put out to the world. That's how I feel. Or maybe the work you do, maybe you're in, media, PR, maybe you've published a book, or you've published a script, or whatever you've done. I feel as though you're putting it out to the world, and I feel as though there could be an offer made to you from overseas. You could be traveling with an air sign or an earth sign. You could be meeting an earth sign or an air sign. That could be possible as well here. And you could be meeting someone overseas. If you're single, I feel as though you might meet someone that's from a foreign background, or someone that is very, very well traveled, and someone that's cultured and worldly, and maybe they're even bilingual or multilingual. I feel like they're very worldly, and you'll see that they have this aura of sophistication, and they're very just life skilled. Their traveling has really taught them a lot. They're very open-minded and cultured in that aspect also. I feel as though, as I've said before, you could be in the public eye. You could be putting your work out to the world. I'm really liking that, because I see you've worked hard on something here, and maybe this is the time where you finally go live with that website, or you finally send off that script, or whatever it is that you've been working on. I also feel like this could be a trip with a significant other that you may be taking. But this keeps coming up, and I feel like you need to go on some sort of quest here, Sagittarius. I feel like that will be very beneficial for you. And you've got a world of opportunity in front of you. You might also be working for a role that has an online division, and maybe you're managing the online division, or you work for a company that has several branches overseas and at foreign shores. But I also feel like for those that have been starting a business, or if you haven't, I feel as though there is some sort of creative pursuit that you have been working on, and you will be showing off, whether it's online, whether it's at a market. I feel like this would be the optimal time for you to go on and do that, because this is where people will see your work, your talent, your product, etc. Now, the next card over, we have the King of Swords. So some of you Sagittarians might have been dealing with an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Or you could be traveling with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Maybe this is your boss, and he falls under, or she falls under the air sign. I feel like as though there'll be a lot of affiliation with this sign for you. So maybe you've got a best friend with air in their chart. I feel as though there'll be a lot of talking. This air sign will, first of all, this air sign is very, is a master at communication and has the gift of the gab. This person can give you advice. So if you are seeking advice, I feel like this air sign, and I feel as though Gemini, Libra, and Aquarians, they get on very well with Sagittarius as friends. I feel like they have that really youthful, adventurous side to themselves, and they can be quite playful, and I feel as though they interact very well with each other in that aspect, and maybe even as lovers as well. But whoever this air sign is that's around you, I feel as though you'll be having a lot of communication with them. And I feel it's important you should listen to what they have to say. I feel as though they could be giving you a lot of beneficial advice in regards to this move or this brand new venture that maybe you've been scared about taking the plunge. You've been scared about initiating it, whatever you're thinking. But I feel as though this is the time to do it. And also with the King of Swords, if you have air in your chart or even just in your mental state, Sagittarius, I feel like you're finally there. You know, you're not the Page of Swords, you're not the Knight of Swords, you're the King of Swords. So you finally, things are coming together and you're finally going, what is it that I want? Do I want to relocate? Do I want to publish my work out to the world? What am I waiting for? I feel like you're finally gathering momentum. And that's really good, especially with your thoughts and direction in life and or your relationship, etc. Now, moving on, we have the Eight of Cups, and here you are turning your back on something. This denotes travel to me. This also denotes there's something missing in your life and or relationship. And if there's lack in your relationship, if you're not being satisfied and this isn't the person you want to be with, then why are you there? Time is of the essence. Time is so precious. If you're not happy and you don't see a future with this person and they're not fulfilling you, they're not giving you the world, you know, maybe you really want to travel and they don't, then maybe on some level you're not compatible. And maybe this is it. See how you are the King of Swords. You're finally realizing what it is that you'll put up with and what you won't put up with and what you really want out of life, out of the direction that you're going. This is a turning point for you. This could change the course of your destiny, but you've got to put in the hard work. And if there's something that's not serving your purpose, maybe it's a job that's not serving your purpose, and maybe you're leaving, but you're going on some sort of journey here. Something that maybe have caused you anxiety before, and you're finally going, look, something's missing in my life. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to seek it. I'm going to pursue it because I know the value of my life. I know what I need to do. And I'm just feeling really empowered as I do this reading. So I don't know if you are all feeling this way, but it's just this surge of energy where I'm not going to tolerate what I'm not going to tolerate anymore. I've got one life to live it. There's no rehearsal. There's no second try. This is it. As you. This is it. This is the world you live in. This is the world that's around you. These are the people around you. These are your opportunities. And I see you leaving. Maybe you're leaving an old job and you're going to a new one. Or maybe you're leaving a job to start your own. Maybe you're leaving a job for something that's online or a job overseas. Maybe you're applying for a working visa or a working permit or a citizenship or a dual citizenship. Whatever it is. I'm really liking the Eight of Cups. I mean, you've got a lot of travel cards here, so there's some connection to foreign shores. Maybe you've been speaking to someone overseas and you're finally getting to meet up with each other. Maybe this is it, but you're turning your back on something that no longer serves you. Maybe it's a boss that's put you down. Maybe it's a friendship that no longer serves you. Whatever it is. I feel like there's strong foreign, a connection of foreign shores that keep calling you, Sagittarius. And they're doing it for a reason. If this is what you feel, this is what you feel. No one can take that away from you. We all want different things. We all want different experiences. We all want different partners, different lovers, different friends. That's the beauty of life. So don't be scared to go chase your dreams and chase what it is that you really want. Now is the time. Because you do have the Two of Wands, but I see you're conflicted in some way. Maybe you're choosing between two people if you're in a relationship. Maybe someone else has come back. Maybe you're juggling between an earth sign and an air sign. And maybe you're thinking about which one do I want to be with? Or maybe you're thinking I don't want to be with either. I don't want a relationship right now. I want to travel. I want to go start my own business. I want to go start something new. I want to go show off my talent to the world. But something's holding you back here. So there's either two choices coming up ahead. Maybe you're conflicted as to which locations to go to. Maybe you're choosing between Australia and the UK. Maybe you're choosing between South America and North America, Canada, Alaska. Whatever you're thinking about, Greece, Spain, wherever you're thinking about going, you're conflicted here. But you've got choice, and look at you. You've got the world in your hands. I don't know what more I can say to you, Sagittarius. This is such a pivotal time for you. This could change your life. You've got a world of opportunity coming. And within that world, everything can happen and anything can happen. But there's definitely a connection here with, if you do have your own business, I feel as though someone from overseas, you could be collaborating with someone overseas and you might have to travel out to them. Or maybe you'll be asked to travel more for the company that you work for to overseas. And I feel like you could really set up base there or attract a potential new client if that's the sort of business you're in. So if there's an opportunity for you to travel, it doesn't necessarily have to be to foreign shores. It can be to a different city, state, region. I feel like it'll do you good. I feel like there's an opportunity over there and you're ready. You're ready. You're ready to do it. You're ready to take on more autonomy. You're ready to travel. You're ready to do all that, Sagittarius. Nothing should be holding you back. Okay, the next card over, we have the Eight of Pentacles. And this is all about you. You have your head down here. And I'm really liking that you have two eights here. There's money and opportunity and abundance coming in for you, which is really positive. But this is you working hard. It's either you're saving for this holiday or this trip or this relocation. You're saving your money. Maybe you've been working on an online business. Maybe you're working and you're studying. Maybe you'll be studying overseas or you're thinking about studying on an exchange program because maybe you're working on accreditations, degrees, diplomas. Maybe you're working towards... This is your craft. Maybe you design artwork. Maybe you design something. Maybe you work with the hammer. Whatever it is that you do, there's more clients coming to you. And you're hardworking here. You're looking down. You're concentrating on what it is that you're doing. And you've got a lot of things to be proud of. This could also come in the form of assets. Maybe you're shopping for a home. Maybe you're building a home or you're going to be renovating. But you're hard at work here and no one is going to disturb you. You've got the potential to make a lot of money here. It's either you're saving, you're just working and saving a lot. You're working on your finances, you're saving your finances, you're saving very well though. Maybe you're teaming up with this air sign or an air sign, yes, or a earth sign. It could be a fellow fire sign as well, but I'm seeing more air and or earth. And maybe they can, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, and maybe there's someone you collaborate with or you travel with or they give you advice. Because I see you showing off your talent here. I see you meeting with a lot of people. You're going to be very social. You're going to meet someone who's a foreigner. You might take a trip with your boyfriend or girlfriend overseas, or you might plan a trip with your partner for overseas. But I see you visiting places. This could come in the form of interviews. You might be attending interviews. You might be catching up with a lot of people. But I feel as though you're showing off your product. So whether you're attending a lot of markets or you're showcasing your product to markets or you're showcasing your product online, there's something about this card that I always think of a medieval church when I see this. So maybe you're going to a town that is quite medieval, maybe somewhere in Northern Europe. Maybe that's where you're traveling to, or you'll be visiting some of these sites, or a church maybe. But I feel like it's somewhere where there's a lot of people showing off their craft, showing off what they've done. It could be an interview and you could be promoting yourself and your accreditations. Maybe you've been applying for a visa or a citizenship and you might need to go to an interview to seal that deal and make sure that's coming through okay. Pick out some priestess cards and see what the energies are for you for illumination. Something's coming to light. You're finally gaining ideas. You're finally gaining momentum. You're going to learn about something that could spark this trip, spark this change, spark this business idea, spark this collaboration. Illumination. This air sign, or it could be an earth sign, tells you something that might change your thoughts, your disposition. Whatever it is that you thought you knew will change. And we also have shine. Okay, the priestess of shine. You really will be shining. Wow, this is really powerful. This goes to show that really anything can happen and you're in your element and you're shining. This could denote fame with the world as well. So maybe you're finally putting your work out there and you'll become famous because of it. Maybe this is when you'll start to see those changes. So that's really, really positive, Sagittarius.